This is Max and Mia podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Max and Mia podcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Mia. We're really glad you're here.
So, before we get into today's episode, how's your week been? Anything interesting?
Honestly, pretty good. I've been trying to wake up earlier. Like, actually earlier, not just moving my alarm and going back to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different thing. I went through that. It takes a while, but it's worth it.
It really is. Okay, but let's talk about what we've got going on here, because I'm excited about today.
Same. But first, as always, just a quick reminder for anyone who's new or still figuring out where to start. Every Monday, we bring you conversations at an intermediate level, somewhere between A2, B1, and even B2. So, it's real English, but we keep it clear and accessible.
And if that feels like too much right now, or maybe too easy, don't worry. Head over to the channel because there's a lot more content there for different levels. Something for everyone, basically.
Exactly. So whatever stage you're at, we've got something for you. Just take a look and find what fits.
All right, so for today's first conversation...
Yeah, this one's a topic I personally find really interesting. You know that feeling when you're with someone you trust, someone you look up to, and you just start opening up? Like, you share your goals, your plans, where you see yourself going.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of those conversations that can actually change the way you think about things.
Right? So, today we're going to listen to Leonard and Angela. Leonard is going to talk about his future, his expectations, his dreams, what he's working toward. And Angela, who has a bit more life experience, is going to give him some feedback, some advice, some perspective.
Pay attention to the way they talk to each other, the expressions they use, how Angela listens and responds. It's a great conversation to learn from.
And after we hear it, we'll break it all down together.
Sound good? Let's go.
Hey, Angela, can I ask you something? Like, seriously.
Of course. What's on your mind?
I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot lately about where I'm going, what I actually want. It's been a lot.
Yeah, I can tell. You seem like you've got a lot going on up there. Talk to me.
Okay, so I want to start my own business. Like, I've wanted this for a while, but I keep putting it off, And I don't really know if I'm just scared or if I'm being realistic.
What kind of business are we talking about?
Design, branding mostly. I've been doing freelance stuff on the side for about a year now, and it's going well, but I feel like I'm ready to, go all in, take the leap.
That's a big step.
It is. And honestly, that's what freaks me out. Because right now, I've got a stable job. It pays okay. It's not exciting, but it's safe. And I keep going back and forth. Like, do I just figure out a way to make it work from where I am, or do I actually commit?
Can I be honest with you?
Please.
I think you already know what you want. You're just looking for permission, or maybe for someone to talk you out of it so you don't have to take responsibility for the decision.
Yeah, that might be true.
Look, I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. That's not what I mean. But what I've learned is that playing it safe all the time comes with its own cost. You don't really notice it at first, but it adds up.
What do you mean?
I mean that at some point you start feeling stuck, and feeling stuck is exhausting in a way that's hard to explain. I've been there. And looking back, I wish I'd figured out sooner that the fear doesn't go away. You just have to move forward anyway.
So you think I should do it?
I think you should stop waiting for the perfect moment because it's not coming. What I'd say is start building things up before you jump. Set a deadline for yourself. 6 months, a year, whatever makes sense. Use that time to get more clients, save some money, build something solid. That way, when you do take the leap, you're not starting from scratch.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I think I've been seeing it as all or nothing.
Most people do, but it doesn't have to be. And hey, you've already got a year of freelance work behind you. You're not starting from zero. Don't sell yourself short.
You always know what to say.
I really don't. I just know what I wish someone had said to me.
Okay, I really liked that one. Angela didn't sugarcoat anything, but she also wasn't harsh about it.
Right. She was direct without being cold. And I think that's actually what made Leonard listen. All right, let's talk about some of the expressions they used, because there were some really good ones in there.
Starting with one, Leonard used almost right away. He said he keeps putting it off. So, to put something off means to delay it, to keep saying, I'll do it later. And we all do this, right?
All the time. It's basically procrastinating, but put it off sounds more natural in conversation. You wouldn't say, I keep procrastinating on it. The same way, I keep putting it off just flows better.
Exactly. And then there's going back and forth, which is another one that comes up a lot. Leonard used it when he was talking about his decision, whether to stay at his job or go for the business.
Yeah, going back and forth means you can't make up your mind. You think one thing, then the other, then back again. It's that feeling of being stuck between two options and not being able to land on one.
Very relatable for anyone who's ever had to make a big decision. Now, the one I personally loved was when Angela told Leonard, don't sell yourself short. That one's great.
Oh, that's such a useful phrase. To sell yourself short means to underestimate yourself, to think you're less capable or less prepared than you actually are. And Angela used it perfectly there because Leonard had a year of experience already and was acting like he had nothing.
It's also a phrase you can use in a lot of different situations, not just about careers. Like, if a friend says, I'm probably not good enough for that job, you'd say, hey, don't sell yourself short.
Exactly. And then the last one, probably the most visual of the four. Take the leap. Leonard used it when he was talking about committing fully to his business idea.
And Angela used it again later when she said, when you do take the leap. A leap is a big jump, right? So take the leap means to make a bold decision, to do something that involves real risk. It's not a small step, it's a jump.
And what I like about it is that it doesn't say whether it's a good or bad idea. It just acknowledges that it's a significant move. You take a leap when there's no guarantee things will work out, but you do it anyway.
Which is kind of what the whole conversation was about, honestly.
Pretty much. All right, let's keep moving because we've got a second conversation coming up, and this one's a bit different.
Okay, so picture this. You're ordering food. Simple enough, right? But here's the thing. You're not ordering just for yourself. You're the one in charge of ordering for the whole group. Your friends, and everyone's got something specific they want or don't want on their order.
We've all been there. It's a lot more complicated than it sounds.
It really is. So in this next conversation, we're going to hear Ariana calling a takeout restaurant and placing an order for her and her friends. Pay attention to how she handles it, the vocabulary she uses, how she gives instructions clearly.
It's super practical English, the kind you actually need.
Ready? Let's go.
Hi, good evening. I'd like to place a takeout order, please.
Of course. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay, so bear with me because I'm ordering for a few people.
No worries. Take your time.
All right, can I get 2 orders of the grilled chicken pasta, but for one of them, can you leave out the mushrooms? My friend's not a fan.
Sure. 1 regular and 1 without mushrooms. Got it.
Perfect. And then one margarita pizza, but can you go easy on the salt? One of my friends is watching her sodium intake.
Of course, we'll keep the seasoning light on that one.
Thank you. Oh, and is the tomato sauce on the pizza on the sweeter side or more acidic?
It's a bit tangy, I'd say. Not too sweet.
Okay, she should be fine with that then. And then one veggie burger, no mayo, extra pickles if that's possible.
Absolutely. No mayo and extra pickles. Would that be with fries or a side salad?
Fries, please. Actually, wait. Can you make that a salad? He said he was trying to cut back on fried stuff. I almost forgot.
No problem at all. Salad it is.
Sorry about that. Okay, and last one beef burger, regular, nothing special. Oh, actually, can you put the sauce on the side? He likes to put it on himself.
Sure. Sauce on the side for the beef burger.
Great. And that's it for the food. Can I also get a large lemonade? And do you have sparkling water?
We do, yes. We have it in small and large.
2 large sparkling waters, please, and 1 regular water still.
Got it. Let me read that back to you. 2 grilled chicken pastas, 1 without mushrooms, 1 margarita pizza, light on the salt, 1 veggie burger, no mayo, extra pickles with a side salad, 1 beef burger with the sauce on the side, 1 large lemonade, 2 large sparkling waters, and 1 still water. Does that sound right?
Yes, that's everything. Oh, one more thing. Is there a delivery charge?
There's a flat fee of $2 for takeout packaging. No delivery since it's a pickup order.
Oh, right. Yes, pickup. Sorry. I keep saying delivery out of habit. What's the wait time?
Around 20 to 25 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You've been really patient with me.
Not at all. It happens all the time. See you soon.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Okay, that one was fun. And so relatable. We've all been that person trying to remember everyone's order at the same time.
The moment she changed the fries to a salad last minute. I felt that. All right, let's look at a few expressions from that one. Starting with the very first thing Ariana said after introducing herself.
Bear with me. Such a good one to know. It basically means, please be patient with me. Usually because what you're about to say is going to take a bit of time or it's a little complicated. Ariana used it because she knew the order was going to be long.
And it's a really polite, natural way to give someone a heads up. Instead of just jumping in and rambling, you say bear with me, and it kind of sets the tone. People use it a lot in meetings, on phone calls, anytime you need a second to get your thoughts together.
Exactly. Then there's leave out, which came up when Ariana asked them not to include the mushrooms. To leave something out means to not add it, to exclude it, and it works in a lot of contexts, not just food.
Right. You could say leave out the details if you want someone to keep it short, or they left out an important part if something's missing from a story. It's very versatile.
And the last one is flat fee. The receptionist used it when explaining the packaging charge. A flat fee is a fixed amount, meaning it doesn't change. It doesn't matter how much you order or how far you're going. It's always the same number.
You'll hear this a lot with services. Subscription plans, delivery charges, membership costs. If it says flat fee, you know exactly what you're paying, no surprises.
Which is always nice. All right, one more conversation to go, and this one's probably my favorite of the 3.
Okay, so imagine you live abroad. You've built a life somewhere that's not your home country. And at some point, you go back for a visit, maybe for a holiday, maybe to see family. And when you come back, a coworker asks you how it went.
And that conversation ends up being so much more than just, it was great. You start talking about the little things you missed, the differences you noticed, the things that felt familiar, and the things that felt almost strange after being away for so long.
In this last conversation, we're going to hear Bruna talking with her coworker Mark about her trip back home to Brazil. Pay attention to how she describes things, how she compares her two worlds.
It's a really natural, honest kind of conversation. Ready?
Let's go.
Hi, I'm so sorry I'm late. The traffic was insane this morning.
No worries. Welcome back, by the way. How was Brazil?
Mark, I don't even know where to start. It was so good, like genuinely, but also kind of overwhelming in a way I wasn't expecting.
Overwhelming? How so?
I don't know. It's hard to explain. I've been living here for almost 4 years now, right? And I thought going back would feel completely natural, like putting on an old jacket that still fits. But it wasn't exactly like that.
Really? In what sense?
I mean, the moment I landed and heard everyone speaking Portuguese around me, that part felt amazing. And the food, oh my God, the food. I've been trying to recreate my mom's rice and beans since I moved here, and it's just not the same. Hers is on another level.
That's always the case, isn't it?
Always. But then there were these little moments where I felt almost like a visitor, which was strange. Like the pace of everything is so different there. People take their time. Lunch isn't something you rush through. You sit down, you talk, it goes on for 2 hours, and nobody thinks twice about it.
That sounds amazing, honestly.
It is. But after 4 years here, I kept feeling like I needed to be somewhere, like I was falling behind on something. And there was nothing to fall behind on. I was on holiday. I think this place has gotten into my head more than I realized.
That's actually really interesting. So you felt out of place back home?
Not out of place, exactly. More like I could see both sides now in a way I couldn't before. Like I noticed things I never paid attention to when I lived there. How loud and alive everything is. The street food, the music coming out of everywhere. Strangers just starting conversations with you out of nowhere.
That last one would stress me out, not gonna lie.
I know. But honestly, I missed it so much without even realizing it. Here, people are polite, but there's a certain distance, you know? Back home, if you look lost, someone's already asking if you need help before you even open your mouth.
Fair point. Did it feel weird coming back here?
A little, yeah. The first couple of days, I was really quiet. I think I needed time to switch back, and I kept reaching for my phone to text people who are now 8 hours behind me.
The time difference thing is brutal.
It really is. But honestly, the trip reminded me of something important. I used to feel like I had to choose, you know? Like either I'm from there or I belong here. But I think I've stopped seeing it that way.
What changed?
I think I just realized both places are part of who I am. I don't have to pick. I carry Brazil with me everywhere I go. It just looks different now.
That's a really good way to put it.
4 years of thinking about it.
Okay, that one got me a little. I wasn't expecting it to go that deep.
Same. And I think what makes it work is that Bruna wasn't being dramatic about it. It was just honest. Let's talk about a few things from that conversation.
Starting with that image Bruna used early on. She said going back home felt like putting on an old jacket that still fits. That's not a set phrase, it's more of a comparison, a simile. But it's such a natural way to describe something. You're using something familiar to explain a feeling.
And that's actually a really useful skill in English. When you can't find the exact word, you compare. You say, it's like, and you paint a picture. Native speakers do this all the time. It makes you sound fluent even when you're not sure of the technical term.
Exactly. Then there's nobody thinks twice about it. Bruna used this when she was talking about long lunches back in Brazil. To think twice about something means to hesitate, to question whether it's the right thing to do. So, nobody thinks twice means everyone just does it naturally, without questioning it at all.
It's a great expression for talking about cultural differences specifically. Things that are completely normal in one place but might raise eyebrows somewhere else.
And then, out of nowhere. Bruna used it to describe how strangers in Brazil just start talking to you. Out of nowhere means suddenly, with no warning, no reason. It just happens. It's one of those phrases that's short, but really expressive.
You'll hear it constantly in everyday English. He just showed up out of nowhere. She said it completely out of nowhere. It always gives that sense of surprise.
And I think the last one worth mentioning is gotten into my head. Bruna said she thinks this place has gotten into her head more than she realized. When something gets into your head, it starts affecting the way you think without you noticing. It's subtle. It's not dramatic. It just settles in over time.
Which is kind of what living somewhere does to you, right? You absorb things gradually, and then one day you're on holiday feeling like you need to be productive during a 2-hour lunch.
Been there. All right, that's it for today's episode.
3 conversations, a lot of vocabulary, and honestly, some pretty real topics. That's what we're going for every week.
If something stood out to you today, write it down. Use it. That's how it actually sticks.
And if you're enjoying the podcast, share it with someone who's also learning. It genuinely helps more than you'd think.
We'll be back next Monday with more. Take care of yourselves.
See you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.
To keep taking your English to the next level, click on the next video or explore the others we've made for you.